All right, welcome to day number 9 of my Reclaim and Maintain series. Today we're gonna be working on supersets. Let's start with a warm-up. Come to your end of the mat here. We're just gonna walk out. Arch that back, walk back up. The supersets that we're going to be doing today are going to be for opposing muscle groups. So sometimes you do same muscle groups, sometimes you do opposing muscle groups. So for instance, we're gonna do a bicep and then a tricep move. Let's do one more of these. Good, come to the middle of the mat. Let's reach up and reach down. So timer is going to be set for 45 seconds of work for the first move, straight into the second move for 45 seconds. Then you're gonna get 30 seconds rest. You're gonna repeat that move one more time before we move on. You'll just need a variety of weights. Let's twist the upper body, a mat, and either a bench or a chair. We're gonna do some hip thrust and hamstring thrust. Good. Let's reach down to a toe. Other side. Good. Reach overhead. Now today is considered a strength day. So when grabbing those weights, I want you to be grabbing a challenging weight for yourself. Everybody's going to be different. You want that to be challenging by the end of those reps that you can barely do anymore. We're gonna start with a wide bicep curl. So arms out to the side here. We're gonna be going up and down. Here we go. Now that second part of that superset, you're not gonna get quite as many reps in as this first set because you are transitioning straight into it. Drop one weight, overhead for overhead tricep extension. You're lowering that back down, pushing it up. The goal here is to keep those elbows nice and close to your head. You don't want them way out here like that because then you're not quite working the triceps. Good, another thing to keep in mind here, when you're reaching overhead and behind like this, try not to really be like flaring that rib cage open. You want to keep that rib cage nice and drawn together. Keep that core tight. All right, we're gonna get a 30-second rest. We're gonna go back to those two same moves. So you're gonna go back to that wide bicep curl, drop one weight, overhead tricep extension. If you need to adjust your weight here, do that. Again, I want this second round to be challenging on the specific muscle groups that we're working. All right, let's get ready. Weights at the sides here. Let's curl. Now this timer is probably going to feel a little bit longer to you because technically you'll be working for 1.5 minutes before a break, but you got it. Adjust your weights. All right, drop one weight. Overhead, try to reverse your grip here. So whatever arm was closest to the weight, switch that out this time.
It's getting late September, and I still think about you. But you're slipping through my fingers when all I want is to go back. I want you to feel it the way I do, baby. Honestly, honestly, I want you. 'Cause I can't get enough of you. I want you.
All right,
I can't get enough.
we're gonna be moving to legs. So we're gonna start with a goblet squat. I'm gonna be using a 50, just straight in front of you. Feet about hips, slightly wider than hip apart. You're gonna be squatting down. Then we're gonna go straight into an elevated heel squat. So I'm gonna drop to 225s on that one. Up on my shoulders, squat. All right, here we go.
And I still think about you. I still think about you. But you slipping
This
through
workout
my fingers
only has
when all I
4 different sets of supersets. We're gonna go upper body, lower, back to upper body, ending on lower body.
feel it the way I do, baby. Honestly,
Be sure you're really squatting with that butt back. You're pushing that butt back here. That way those knees are not going over those toes as you're doing this goblet squat.
I want you. 'Cause I can't get enough of you. I want you. 'Cause I can't get enough of you.
All right, those down, we're switching to these elevated heel squats. Weights up on those shoulders. Now, if you do not have the elevated heel wedges, you can use yoga blocks. Just be a little bit more careful. Or if you don't have either of those, you can do just a regular high squat. Stick your weights up here. All right. Enjoy those 30 seconds. We're gonna go back to the goblet squat. Now that superset should have definitely got your heart rate up more than the first one because we're doing legs. They're larger muscles. All right, ready? Good. Get nice deep into that squat. This is a slower exercise. Don't be going super fast on this one. We're trying to work strength. So heavier, more time under tension. All right, switching to elevated heel squat. Weights up on those shoulders. Be sure you're in a good position before you start squatting. All right, moving on. We're gonna go to the upper body. We're gonna be doing a renegade row, which is going to be for your back muscles. Then we're gonna be switching to a dead stop push-up. So beginner renegade row, You're on those knees. You're gonna be pulling up, more advanced. You're gonna be up in a full plank as you're drawing that weight up. Try not to really be pulling like this. You want those hips to be nice and steady. Here we go. Nice wide stance on this one. All right, weights to the side. We're going to a dead stop push-up. Beginners on those knees, down to the floor, arms off. Then you're gonna raise back up. Advanced, full push-up. All right, get back ready for that renegade row. Whew. How you doing? One more set of those. We're gonna move back to those legs. Let's get in position. Again, your work here, so try to keep those hips nice and steady. Use your back to pull up that weight. All right, straight into that dead stop push-up. Either from your knees here or a full push-up, whatever level you're at. All right. We're gonna now use either your bench or your chair, whatever you're gonna be using. Grab that. I'm gonna be using my 50-pound weight. We're gonna be setting it right on our hips here. First one, we're just doing a regular hip thrust. You're gonna be pushing up, down. Second 45 seconds, we're just switching those toes to pointing up towards the ceiling. Here we go. Good, really push through those heels as you're raising up into that bridge.
Ever since I met you, nothing feels the same.
I want to see that full 90-degree angle here.
I just wanna be here with you all the time. Nothing's new. You still make me feel the way you do.
All right. Toes to the ceiling here. Hamstring thrust. You should feel that transfer of muscle work from your glutes to your hamstrings. Now, the farther you have your heels out here, the harder it is. So adjust to where you need to be.
Even though we're far apart, I think of you. Sometimes it's the only thing that gets me through the day. Everything I do, it just feels right. 'Cause you know that
All right, 30-second rest.
I just wanna be here with you all the time.
Ooh, you should be feeling that.
Nothing's new. You still make me feel the way you do.
Guys, we just have one more round. One more set of these, you got it.
Nothing's new.
Here we go. Lower, push, push, push through those heels, all the way up, feel those glutes. You can also do this with a barbell if you happen to have a barbell that you want to load a little heavier. All right, adjust for those hamstrings. I'm going to put my heels out a little farther. Toes up to those ceilings. Let's go.
You got me going into overdrive. Too busy, can you leave a message by the tone? You got me wrapped around.
All right, good work. All right, let's start that cool down. Let's work the front of those thighs there. Your quads. You can use a chair or a wall if you need to. Now on those elevated heel squats, you should have really felt the quads there. Switch legs. Hope you enjoyed today's superset workout. Take an elbow behind your head, pull it, stretch those triceps we worked. Other side. My weight's got all these black marks on my leggings. Take an arm, reach it across. Other side. Good, let's go down. Let's do a downward dog. Try to get those heels towards the ground. Push from those fingertips. Good, let's go down to our belly. Push up on that cobra pose. Good, push back into that child's pose. Good, do a cat-cow, so you're going to be flexing and arching that back. Good, we're gonna stand up here, come to the middle, come to that plie position, take an elbow to a knee, reach across, feel that good stretch. Other side. Good, we're gonna come to the middle. Inhale, pull up on those toes. Exhale as you flex those arms down. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale down. Last time. Remember, your only limit is you. Go out there, crush the day today. Come back, join me tomorrow for day number 10 for core and mobility.